having a little freak out because I have warm fuzzy feelings, and when I have warm fuzzy feelings, I need to scream like a maniac because like that's just what I do. Plus I'm a hormonal teenage girl, so like that makes sense in my mind. But God, oh my gosh, it's I was gonna complain this video, but then I watched another video and it made me happy, so now I'm not gonna complain. I'm like, oh. Okay, so if you guys don't know who the Try Guys are, what are you doing in your life? First of all, second of all, go watch BuzzFeed. And if you don't even know what BuzzFeed is, like that's just like what? No. But if you don't know what either of those things are, BuzzFeed is basically like this news place, but they have a YouTube channel and they basically have like a lot of people in their industry who work for them, and then like they do videos and they're so cool and like cute, and sometimes the videos are a little bit much, I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes the videos are amazing, like certain series like Ladylike or excuse me, the Try Guys, which Ladylike is basically this group of girls who are really unique and individual in their own ways, but they like work together and they're friends and they're super cute. And then the Try Guys is also a unique group of boys, guys, men. They're good at this, okay. And they like make videos and they like try things because they're called the Try Guys. Yep. I don't know, I suck at explaining stuff, but basically they got together like around 4 years ago, and they've been together since. They became like best friends, and like they're so cool, and like love them so much. They're so cute, like I love them so much. I don't do them justice with explaining stuff, so like look them up, just like find them, adore them like I do, because they need love. Well, I mean, they don't need the love. Like, they have plenty of love. But, like, they could use some additional love because, like, you just need them in your life, okay? Even if it's just virtually, you need them in your life. Like, you just trust me. Like, I love them. And, like, binge watch their videos all the time, even their really old ones. Like, I re-watch them all the time. Like, it's just a thing that I do because like I need that in my life, okay? And oh my god, they're so cool though. They're so cute. I love them so much. But I was just thinking, like, they've done so much in their time together, and like they met like 4 years ago. So like imagine if they didn't meet. Like, their careers, like, they have, like, incredible careers right now, and they probably, like, make, like, lots of more money than they would if they didn't know each other. And I'm not saying that, like, their friendship is solely a money-making thing. Like, they have, like, a genuine friendship, and, like, it's amazing. But, like, if they didn't know each other, like, they would not be as happy as they are now, and they wouldn't be as successful as they are now. That's just insane to me, because they kind of met because BuzzFeed kind of put them together. And it was just kind of like, you guys seem like you guys would get along and like be okay on camera. Like, let's put you all together. And then they did get along, and they got along great, and they became best friends. And like, it was super cool. And like, oh my god. And I remember in the beginning, the videos, they're always being like, yeah, we don't really know each other that much, but like, this has gotten us like way closer, because they do a lot of crazy shit. Like, they've kissed each other, like smack on the fucking lips, and they've like seen each other naked or damn near close to naked. Like, they've seen a lot of each other. And like it's just gotten them closer, and like it's super cool to see their friendship grow, and you can see it on camera, like see how their friendship has grown and like how close they are to get each other. And they even started their own like show. I don't know if the show is still airing anymore. Like, I don't know if it was just like a one-time thing, or like if they are gonna continue the show. I don't remember exactly, because like the problem with the show is you have to pay to watch it. I have no money. That means I ain't watching that show. I watch trailers of that show, and like, yeah, that's the most I can do. I don't have money. So yeah, like but they're just like amazing. Like, the way that they've grown together is just like insane to me. And like, I dream of having a job like theirs. Not like in the spotlight or anything like that. Well, maybe. I don't know. Like, depends on, like, wherever my life takes me. But my dream is to, like, be with the people I love and work for something that I love and be genuinely happy and successful. And, like, that doesn't mean that I need to have a lot of money. That just means that I can make a living for myself. And, like, it doesn't mean that I have to have, like, lots of money. Like, I don't need, like, lots of money. Like, I just want to be happy and work with people that I actually really like and, like, care about and, like, I don't know. Like, they're just, like, their job is, like, my dream. Not, like, because of the career that they have, but because of how happy they are. Like, that's my goal in life, to be that happy and that, like, bizarre and, like, just insane and, like, just have fun. And, it's crazy because, like, you think about it, and the jobs that are available now would never be available if YouTube or just the internet in general didn't exist. Which, like, is insane because, like, everyone complains about the internet, like, saying, like, it's, like, bogus and, like, ridiculous stuff happens all the time on the internet and people, like, spread hate all the time and it's so bad, blah, 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 blah. But, like, if you think about it, like, there are, like, many, many benefits of the internet, like, so many. And I'm not just talking about memes. I'm talking about, like, legitimate shit, like, jobs and, like, money making and, like, happiness. Because, like, you can, in communication, like, communication is so easily accessible right now. And, like, there's also a downside to that because, like, with it being so easily accessible, like, people are getting lazy and, like, not wanting to go out. But I'm trying to focus on positives of the internet right now, so, like, we're not going to mention that. Just, like, I would have mentioned the negatives of my argument if I was doing an argumentative essay, okay? So, like, this not happening, okay? And I just love the internet. Like, I hate it sometimes, to be honest. Like, it's so easy to get, like, sucked in and just, like, not want to do anything on the internet. But it's also, like, a place to, like, be surrounded by communities and, like, feel less alone. And, like, that's, like, great. Like, that's like, phenomenal. And, like, I love the internet. So, like, I have always, like, been, like, YouTube is, like, a temporary thing, which I still think that YouTube is a temporary thing. I think that YouTube has nowhere to go but up. Like, it's either gonna go up or it's gonna crash and burn. Like, that's the only thing I see for YouTube right now because it's hit the max. Like, either it's gonna become, like, an actual, like, TV program or it's gonna crash and burn. Which, crashing and burning is significant, like, the possibility of it crashing and burning is significantly smaller than it becoming a show. But I don't know. It just depends. But there's one thing about YouTube that I've never liked, and that is the fact that it's becoming more and more like a marketing industry, which I don't like that at all. But, like, it's I guess it's fine, whatever. But another thing that I really don't like about YouTube is that it has sexy things. No, I'm kidding. Another thing that I don't like about it is that, like, VidCon, or I used to not like about it, was VidCon. Because, like, VidCon was scary. Like, I've only seen, like, videos of it, and, like, none of them have been good. And, like, the fangirls are lit, like, have you seen the Logan Paul video? Like, Jesus. Like, it's terrifying, and plus it's so crowded. It's kind of like Coachella. I always thought, like, oh, it's got this, like, giant hype over it, but, like, it's not that big of a deal. Blah, blah, blah. Because, like, Coachella is, like, hot. Like, Coachella is fucking hot. It's in, like, Southern California. Like, it's roasting. Like, those people are frying. Not to mention they're drunk. And, like, crowds of people. Like, nah. Like, nah. Like, skimpy, sweaty, clad bodies. Like, not my thing, okay? And, so I've always been like, yeah, Coachella, like, they make it look all nice, but, like, literally, like, it would be my living hell. So, like, I never wanted to go there, and I never really liked crowded places, and VidCon, to me, was kind of, like, the equivalent of Coachella, but, like, VidCon-ish. And, like, so I've never really liked VidCon, because, like, there's just this whole stigma around it that's not very good to me, because, like, it's crowded, there are people, and I've heard that it's really, really hard to see the people that you want to see because, like, it's hard to like communicate in VidCon because there's just so many fucking people. And then not to mention like the fangirls, I'm not good with aggression. Like I hate aggression, like meaningless aggression. Like I love debating and I love like defending like people and like defending myself if they need to be defended. But like meaningless aggression, like you're having a bad day and you just want to throw a punch. Like that to me is ridiculous. And like arguing with someone and like reflecting off like your anger at yourself onto someone else, like I hate that. And I hate how like that's such a normal thing with people. But anyways, so I hate that kind of stuff, but I also hate how like crowds and stuff, like you literally get to see like the worst of people because and their little animalistic like minds, they get like this animalistic mindset and then they freak out and they like trample you and like it's not a thing that I want to deal with like ever. And so like I hate like an example of how much I hate crowds is like my grandma and I, we were in Japan and I didn't hate Japan, but like I hated the crowds in Japan for sure. And one of the busiest places we went to, which was one of the places that I didn't think was going to be busy, and maybe it was the day that we went, I don't know, but like we went to this aquarium, and I love aquariums. Like if you need to know anything about me, like I love aquariums, museums, zoos. Like I don't really like zoos that much actually, because like zoos, like it just seems more like they're trapped to me. But like I do understand like that they're not trapped. Like a lot of them are like raised in captivity, so like it's not just to me. Like there's just like personally to me, like I don't like zoos that much. But that's just me personally. Like I understand like a lot of zoos are humane and like they're fine, but like I've been to a few zoos that aren't humane and fine, and like just the history behind zoos just kind of like fucked it up for me, so I don't really like zoos that much. But I do love aquariums, and I love museums and like libraries, obviously. Oh my god. Anyways, so okay, wait. I can't remember what I was talking about. Okay, anyways, so an example of how much I hate crowds is that we went to this aquarium in Japan, Nagoya, Japan, like the Nagoya Museum or whatever, and I didn't expect it to be crowded because I was like, yeah, it's like a weekday, I think it was, and I didn't think it was going to be crowded. Oh boy, it was fucking crowded. And like, I was like having a panic attack and like maybe not a panic attack, but like I was like breathing like bad, like I was hyperventilating, like I was like losing my shit, I was dizzy, I like needed to get out of there. Like my grandma was like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm not okay, can we get the fuck out of here? Like I'm not okay. Like, and it was so bad, like literally like okay, have you ever been down the hallway? Like there's like in almost every aquarium that I've been to, like there's always been like this like one little walkway that has like an aquarium around you, and like there's like a glass like thing, and it goes like that, and it's like glass, and like you can see like the water and you can see the animals and stuff. And I used to love walking down that because it's so nice, because it's like so like lonely, because like usually like there's not many people, so you can just walk down by yourself or like next to someone or whatever. I used to love that because it was like the most like quiet part of it. That was literally packed with people. Like you couldn't even walk through, like you have to shuffle past people and like push your way through, like elbowing people and stuff. And I was like, no, like that was not okay for me. Like I was not having it. Like no, that was nightmare. It was such a nightmare. Oh my god, it was so bad. Okay, anyways, so basically I hate crowds. Okay, they freak me out. Like I can't do them at all. Never. The only time I was able to handle like a really big crowd, and it wasn't even that big of a crowd, was like I went to this concert for the first time with my friend, and it was like for Issa Twames, which if you don't know who Issa Twames is, like look him up. He's amazing. Like he's a Jesus God. Like oh my god, he's my little baby. I love him. Okay, anyways, so he did a concert in Sacramento area, I think, and like my friend and I went there, and like it was phenomenal. Like the crowd was really mild, and like it wasn't that bad, and like people were super nice, and they never really shoved me, and I loved that crowd. Like this is the best crowd I've ever been in. Like it was still kind of slightly uncomfortable, but like I was able to tolerate it, partly because of my fangirling over Issa, but also partly because like the crowd was really nice, so like that was okay. But like any other crowd, like nah, no, fuck that. like, no. And so, like, I've always kind of, like, had this, like, little stigma, like, I don't like VidCon, because, like, it just made, like, I kind of felt like it was, like, too much hype, and, like, I didn't think, like, there would be, like, easily able to, like, just, like, there's so many complications with VidCon that I was just kind of like, nah, I don't think so. And then now, like, I don't know how I feel about VidCon, because, like, when I started this video, like, I was, like, fangirling, so, like, I was, like, freaking out and was like, oh my god, yes, I want to go to VidCon now. But, like, now that I'm thinking about it more, like, I'm still not sure I would want to ever go to VidCon, because I just have, like, I don't know if, like, fear of crowds is a thing, but, like, I probably have it, because, like, I cannot, nah. Like, no. Like, I just, no, it's not my thing. Like, it's not. It's just, Some people, like, thrive on, like, publicity and, like, being in a crowd and surrounded by people and attention. Like, I am not one of those people. Have never been one of those people. Like, ever. Like, I've pretended to be one of those people before, but, like, I've never actually been one of those people before. And so, like, like, I don't think I could be able to handle VidCon without, like, freaking out. And not in the fangirl, like, way. In the, like, I cannot panic, like, pure panic. Like, I don't know. But I do love, like, a lot of YouTubers. I'm, like, literally, like, I am such a, like, you don't understand how long I sit on YouTube and just, like, binge watch videos. Even ones that I've already seen. Like, I can, like, I just, it's bad. And, so, like, I would love to go to VidCon if they had their stuff more put together and, like, it wasn't as insane and, like, I, like, was able, like, it was, like, a guarantee that I would be able to see, like, the people that I wanted to see. But that's not how VidCon is. It's kind of like, we're gonna send or invite all of these YouTubers over here, and then we're gonna, like, have these YouTubers, like, do a thing, and, like, if you're not at that proper stage with that YouTuber at that certain time, then too fucking bad for you, but we're not gonna notify you if it's, like, the right time or not. And I'm just gonna, like, that does not, like, I'm not, like, okay with it. Like, I'm not one of those people who's, like, kind of like, yeah, let's just go with the flow. Like, I can totally, like, just, like, fucking, like, uproot, like, whatever the fuck I'm doing. Like, I need to be comfortable. Like, I ain't doing it. No. And plus, like, not to mention, like, fangirls and last minute decisions, not the best idea of VidCon. Like, no. And I get that VidCon is getting better because, like they've talked about, like, VidCon, like, being better and blah, 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 blah. We get it. Thank you. And then there's also this thing called TanaCon that came out, and, like, Tana Mojo, if you don't know her, like, I don't know, like, she's a very selective taste kind of person, but I love her. Like, I just love how real she is. Like, I don't exactly agree with everything she does, but I do love how genuine and real she is, and how, like, she kind of, like, is just kind of, like, I don't give a fuck, like, this is who I am, like, deal with it. And I love that about her, but also at the same time, because she's, like, so, like, such an open book, like, people can manipulate her so easily, especially since she's on YouTube, and, like, she has, like, a fan base, and she has an income. Like, I'm, like, so many companies and people can easily manipulate her, and she's pretty gullible, too. And, that's kind of what they did with TanaCon, and she's still kind of slightly immature, so, like, she wanted, like, I think she had, like, I think I watched one of her story times on, like, VidCon or something. She had a really bad experience or something, and, like, she turned that into a vendetta against VidCon, and, like, hates VidCon, and, like, blah, 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 and then, like, I guess, like, people found out, and they're like, oh my god, and then, like, some company reached out to her and was like, yo, like, do you want to make a TanaCon, like, a VidCon-like thing, but, like, better, because you're in charge of it, kind of thing, and she said yes, obviously, because she had, like, this revenge thing, or this, like, immature vendetta against them, and then, like, also, like, she's very gullible and kind of easy to manipulate, because she's young, and she's, like, starry-eyed, and, like, just, I don't know, and so they were easily to manipulate her, and, like, thought she could do this, and, like, it didn't work, and, like, she was really upset, and, like, people freaked out over it, and, like, just, like, this is bad. this is bad. But, like, it wasn't really Tana's fault, like, about TanaCon. Like, it was kind of, like, a combination of, like, her immaturity, but, like, that's not completely her fault. Like, it's kind of, like, her parents' fault kind of thing. And then also, like, there's also the fact that, like, a lot of people around her were kind of, like, manipulating her. So, like, that wasn't really her fault either. So, like, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know how this turned into my appreciation for Try Guys and BuzzFeed / Ladylike. And then VidCon. And then now TanaCon. And how, like, my point of view on TanaCon. Even though, like, I wasn't even there. Like, this is total, like, what? Like, this is exactly, like, why, like, why? Like, I don't know. I was just gonna talk about, like, why I don't like VidCon. But I love, like, YouTube. But, like, I'm afraid to go to VidCon. And then it turned into me talking about TanaCon. Like, fuck me. I haven't even been to TanaCon. I haven't even met Tana. Like, what the fuck? Why did I make that my business? Like, okay. I hate that. And I hate, like, I'm such a hypocrite. But I hate it when people do that. Like, I hate it when, like, make things that aren't their business, you know? And I just did that. So, excuse me. Like, just ignore the last, like, I don't know how many minutes I started talking about Tana. But, like, just ignore that. But yeah, also I'm kind of irritated because, like, I had, like, literally, like, I made, like, 5 videos yesterday. I'm, like, they were all important to me, like, in different ways, blah, 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 and I saved them on my phone, thought they were good, but then I went on to my Google Photos and was, like, deleting a bunch of stuff that I didn't think needed to be there, and then I accidentally deleted my videos, and, like, all 5 of those videos are permanently gone. So that's good. And I can't remember, like, what I talked about, and I don't want to, like, fake a conversation anymore. So, like, yeah. Also, someone's calling me. My mom's calling me, so I gotta go. Bye.